and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need Jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the best to say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last today. I got the city talking about me like I passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seed. Ooh, and she felt intrigued. Trying to duck the LMPD. Go and get your self-esteem. And she trying to link up. So much we got synced up. Pulled up in the dinged up whip. This ain't Pepto-Biz, what this pink stuff is. Gonna tell me. Yeah, you heard me, you ain't felt me. I've been moving out of shaking, go and hit me on the celly. Try to sell me on something while I hold it compelling. Ever since I've been gone like Kelly. They been trying to tell me.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the Indianapolis Colts. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taken in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 23-yard line.
This is McCaffrey. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
1st down.
He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And all the way down to the 5. He was trying to go back to Moore there. So that about the shortest pass a quarterback can make, but it winds up going for a bundle.
Yeah, let's face it, in the stats, it sure looks like a heck of a throw, doesn't it? It's almost like in baseball when you get that little Texas leaguer that turns into a double. You would think that you hit it off the wall. Big-time play for him on a short little pass.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
On the ground, McCaffrey, and he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Panthers 7, Colts nothing. Joey Sly to kick off for
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25.
5-yard line.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Down right at the line.
Big Derek Brown making the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. On the ground, Kamara. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, McCray. That one complete to the former Seminole, Auden Tate. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. They'll get 8, but they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive because that's not enough. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 23. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
28-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. Would be ideal.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Out of the gun, Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Herbert's
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. Herbert, no gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Panthers 7, Colts nothing.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He's going to look deep for more. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Carolina.
Herbert's pass.
DJ Moore. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
The ball carrier.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Operating from the gun, McCray. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get that ball to Auden Tate. And now it's 3rd down. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
To go.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, McCray. And he'll find Pittman. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Call that a gain of 38. A big march forward on the 3rd down conversion.
At the 37-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Check four.
Looking to throw. McCray, he'll buy some time right. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. He was trying to get that ball to Auden Tate. And now it's 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. McCray. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
57, Mike, 57. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins. 57 to Mike. Hey, defense.
Operating from the gun. McCray. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Yetur Gross-Matos able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. That run's successful in large part because they had a lot of extra help blocking up front.
Yeah, you've got guys who can do that very, very well. In addition, they can catch the football. So sometimes when they line up with 3 tight ends, it's not necessarily to run it, and that gives you an advantage when you do decide to barrel off the line of scrimmage and block people downfield.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He rifles complete, caught by Moore. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 33. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Now left side on the swing pass. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Panthers add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career, and Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Off the play fake, McCray escaping the pressure right. On the check down, he finds Kamara, and he's going to be taken down right at the line. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's second down. Play action. McCray dancing to his left. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. First down, McCray. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 50-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to let one fly for Tate. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Herbert on first down now. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Kickoff for Carolina.
The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. Taken about 7 yards deep, and we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, McCray. A throw for Pittman is intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 28-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator?
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 25. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
On first down, it's Herbert. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks.
And the Panther first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
On the ground, McCaffrey. A gain of 3, second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Keep it up, keep it up. Back, back, back. Panther Street, Panther Street.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
Well, I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little tap pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
Situation. Let's go. Check 9, check 9. Deuce. Check 31, check 31. Check.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
46-yard line.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
I got you, son. 30 off the mic. Watch the run. Watch the run. 60. 38, Mike, 38. All day.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 9 yards.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
Touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey with his third touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Panthers just continue to pour it on. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Panthers 35, Colts nothing. Joey Sly to kick off for Carolina.
Joey Sly now to kick off after. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together. Say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They run it again with Kamara. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. From the gun, McCray. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
29-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The road to be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch 36 to Mike.
Play action. It's Herbert. And a big loss here as he's taken down. DeForest Buckner able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told.
And it's 3rd down.
Third and long, it's Herbert. Flush to his right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Sideline and incomplete.
Here's Michael Pilardi now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Taken right around the 44. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now Kamara. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, McCray. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Campbell. A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
He's coming. We got double up. Check 52.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
At the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
57 is the mic. Watch 57. Switch. Lights 57.
From the gun, McCray. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a 1st down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
57. Mike, 57. I'm scared. 57 the mic. 57 the mic. Hurt.
On 1st and 10, McCray. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Check smash. Come again. Here I come again. 57 is the mic. Watch 57.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. McCray. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Yetur Gross-Matos in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The Colts on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Operating from the gun, McCray letting one go deep for the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And this one is right down Broadway. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Back to the air. Herbert on second down. And the ball is knocked out, and the Colts pick it up. And he's got room. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. That one may not cost him in the end, but still, obviously something the coach wants to avoid.
Oh, without a doubt. It won't cost the team because of where they are on the scoreboard, but it will cost the player who gave up the football.
And he's able to put it through.
The score, Panthers 35, Colts 10. Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they hope to polish things off. And what a run they are on as they try to turn a 6-game win streak into a 7-game win streak. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
They'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And they'll get him down here at the 23.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Herbert. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
And a Panther 1st down.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Watch 36. Mike 36.
To the air again, Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. And now that'll bring up 2nd down.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again, Herbert. Throw left side, McCaffrey's got it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. 2nd down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining.
Mike 53.
Herbert throwing again. Got a man, and he hits it in stride. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Complete.
Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
McCaffrey, the ball.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instinct. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate move.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. They're going to pass here with Herbert. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Defensively, you've got the nice lead here in the 4th quarter. You're saying, if they want to get a run of a little over 10 yards, that's okay.
I hear what you're doing there, and I think you're onto something. They've loosened up on defense, so don't get fooled by...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. After the turnover, here's Herbert. He's going to look deep for more. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Malik Hooker.
Malik Hooker. Herbert's pass intercepted. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again, McCray. That's caught by the tight end, Harrison Bryant. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Panthers, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings.